After a shameful trial, the dictatorship sentenced Otto to 15 years of hard labor before returning him to America last June. He passed away just days after his return. Tonight, we pledge to honor Otto's memory with total American resolve. Thank you.
President Trump, of course, honoring the memory of Otto Warmbier during his State of the Union address. Otto, as you may know, was the 22-year-old University of Virginia student who died in June, just days after his release from a North Korean prison. And now we're learning that Otto's father, Fred, well, he will travel to South Korea with Vice President Mike Pence to attend the Winter Olympics. Joining us with more on this is Governor John Sununu, former White House Chief of Staff to President George H.W. Bush. Governor, I think this is brilliant. It's a vivid, compelling, emotional reminder to the world of the unforgiving brutality of Kim Jong-un's regime by having Mr. Warmbier there.
Not only brilliant, it's important. The North Koreans have been very successful since the Clinton administration in creating either a false sympathy, you know, they talked about the starving North Koreans and we gave them food, etc., and other processes to create an incentive for the West to kick the can of their nuclear development down the road. The president has said there is no more road. The North Koreans tried to create some road with the charm offensive at the Olympics, and I think Mr. Warmbier and Mike Pence are going to remind the world that it is time to end strategic patience and put some pressure by their presence there on the Chinese and the Russians to start participating in fixing the development of nuclear weapons in North Korea as a threat to the world.
Well, you know, the vice president has been saying that it's a charade. You know, the South Korean, North Koreans operating under a banner, the women's ski team, you know, that North Korean singer is being treated like Lady Gaga, that it's just all a false propaganda parade to help Kim Jong-un, who will not give up his nuclear weapons or back down at all.
He's exactly right on that. And as much as we are in concert with the South Koreans in trying to find a peaceful diplomatic resolution to this issue, frankly, we are also concerned that the South Koreans may be inclined to buy into this new charm offensive. And I think they, too, are important recipients of the message being created by the trip, Mr. Warmbier's presence, and the Vice President's strong word.
So as we watch the Olympics, and we, of course, will watch out for Mr. Warmbier, what are your thoughts? What should Americans keep in mind as we see what rolls out over the next month when we know what the reality is?
Look, we should remember the concern that we all expressed when the false alarm occurred in Hawaii. And that was a message to us of the reality of the threat of a North Korea with nuclear weapons and launch capacity that can reach parts of the U.S. We cannot let them get to that point in reality. And I think as they see this charm offensive, they ought to tell themselves, we're not going to fall for this. We're going to recognize we've got to put pressure on the Russians, the Chinese, and our friends in South Korea to figure out how to stop this.
That is for sure. Governor John Sununu, thank you as always. And I see your book, The Quiet Man, up over your shoulder. So
Thanks,
good to
Eric.
see you as always. Thank you.
Thanks for pointing it out. Appreciate it. Have a great day.